Hi, I'm Lori, and welcome to my channel. Today we are at the Painted Desert located within the Petrified National Forest just east of Holbrook, Arizona. I spent about 2 decades, 15 years of my life living in this general area. While living here, I learned so many different things and was challenged in so many different ways. 7,500 square miles across northern Arizona is the Painted Desert, and the Petrified Forest is at the heart. Okay, so let's start with the embarrassment. After living here 20 years, I've barely been in the park. I came in very short ways once. Because of the lack of distractions, deserts are said to bring clarity. Maybe in a visit, but remember, mirages often emerge in a desert where we see visions of what we need, but it's really not there. Sometimes clarity comes after we leave. Deserts can be unforgiving, and mistakes can quickly put our lives in danger in life and death situations. Is that clarity, or are you just being shown what you crave, what you need to survive, only to find out it's not there and to be forced to face the inevitability of your own death? The desert's harsh landscape certainly can show us the importance of having clarity and properly preparing and not just taking off following a mirage. Looking out while standing in these lands, the desert landscapes can offer many insights and experiences. It's one thing to pass through with friends and family for companionship. The potential of feelings of isolation and loneliness is much more tempered in these instances than, say, someone visiting alone or someone living alone in these landscapes. Paradise and hell, after all, aren't so far apart. As always, perspective will influence what we see. Will we tempt fate? Isn't it beautiful? So look at it. It's a very fragile ecosystem. So a lot of this was formed when the supercontinent of Pangea broke apart. Probably when that inland sea was in Montana. It's just so gorgeous from different perspectives. Beautiful, opening up in front of us. Now, the path turns, I see. Always good to stop and check the trail when you're videoing. Hate to wander off a cliff on accident. A desert offers us the opportunity to intimately come to know our own egos, especially the shadow and painful sides of ourselves. It is here we can learn who we really are and release who we are not. Very little survives, let alone thrives, in desert landscapes. Thoughtless action here could easily be our undoing. Yet it can also be a story of how the adversity can lead us to thrive. I loved living in the desert. I also hated living in the desert. It was empowering, it was humbling, it was expansive, and it was limiting. It was definitely a land of stark contrasts. These contrasts can call us to expand who we are and challenge ourselves to be more. To see even these harsh desert landscapes and look deeply, we can see they are not devoid of life, but interconnected as a larger ecosystem that depends on one another for survival. So this arid badland once was a humid climate, believe it or not. It was a jungle-like environment. The trees were over 200 feet tall. Then the volcanic eruptions terraformed this land, and it eventually settled into this terrain we see today. Pretty cool. Doesn't say anything about what it was, but still. So the water created the Agate Bridge The fossilized tree that now forms the agate bridge grew in a lush subtropical forest 270 million years ago. When the tree died, it washed into a river, and its quick burial by river sediments prevented decay. Volcanic ash dissolved the groundwater, provided silica within the log, and crystallized it into quartz. Millions of years later, rivers and streams eroded massive layers of rock strata to expose this fossilized tree. Inevitably, water now carving the gully under Agate Bridge will cause its collapse. The concrete span constructed in 1917 is a tenacious attempt at preservation. Water will always have its way. Hey, beautiful. Hi. The desert teaches us to make wise use of the resources available to us. It isn't devoid of life, but life understands its interconnection and that it must conserve its resources until conditions are right to flourish. Thank you so much for watching this video of the Painted Desert today, and I'll look forward to seeing you next week. Peace.